Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Keeneland Racecourse here on Sunday. It is the 13th of April 2025. Gonna look at the eighth race from Keeneland, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. And I mean it around the world. Let's look at the eighth race from Keeneland, which is the Giants Causeway Stakes. It's a grade three event going for a $350,000 purse. Races for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 10 horses going 1,100 meters or 5.5 furlongs on the Keeneland turf course. Top selection, I'm going to go with the 6-horse Dance Maccabree as a top selection. 6-2-10-4 in the superfecta. 6-2-10-4 super. Top selection, 6-horse Dance Maccabree. This 5-year-old mare by Army Mule. Christophe Clement trains. Joel Rosario gets the mount. They ran the horse most recently on the 31st of August at Kentucky Downs. 6.5 furlongs in the ladies turf sprints. And he finished eighth by 12 1/4 lengths that day. Had a very wide trip and just never really was comfortable that day. He hit the wall late. It just wasn't a day for success. I do think coming back to 5.5 to a standard course here at Keeneland today, this horse is going to be in a better spot to win. Ran two back in the crest at Saratoga, 5.5 on the Mellon in late July, and he finished second by a neck that day. He didn't get out of the gate so clearly, but he got to the front end late. He closed up well, and then he got caught at the wire. The winner just had the jump on him, but he ran his heart out that day off the long refreshing. His previous race was the Autumn Days of 23 at Aqueduct, 6 furlongs in the outer turf course. Absolutely loves running on that outer turf course at Aqueduct. She placed that day by 1/4 lengths. Lady Millargo really had the jump on her, but she was stupidly wide on Crossbay Boulevard. That's how wide she was. For her to just miss, I thought that was a very good effort. And then 2 weeks prior in the Glen Cove over the 6 on the outer at Aqueduct, winning by 1/4 lengths from another wide trip. That's why she was on Liberty, on Liberty Avenue there, but she still won quite, still won quite easily there. She's a horse that can run off the bench. Good, really good off the bench. If you look at her form, going back to a 2-year-old, they tried her routing, it wasn't a success, but when she's turf sprinted, that's where she really shows up. Back turf sprinting again today, I think she could win. I think the 2-horse 2B for Flavian and Grandmo could win also. Was a winner in La Cienega down the hillside turf course at Sancia back in January. Won by 2 1/4 lengths on the front and all throughout. She really ran terrifically. Prior to the Autumn Days at Aqueduct over the 3/4, she finished fourth by 2 1/4 lengths, which she probably needed the race that day, just a little bit flat. But then she won the Unzip Me down the hillside at Santina back in the autumn. She's coming here to Keeneland for the second time. She ran here quite a few seasons ago in the Jessamine as a 2-year-old, where she just wasn't getting the 2 turns. But now the horse, since coming back in trip last summer, she's really become a better one. I think at 7-2, she's a logical winner also. We'll use her on the ticket. But to recap my selection for the eighth now from Keeneland, it is the Giants Causeway. Going to take the 6-horse Dance Maccabree. Give kudos to the 2-horse 2B, 6-2-10-4 Super, 6-2 in the multi race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.